This is video number 6 of 7 in my series of videos entitled Campbell County, Tennessee Tour. We're coming off of Hatmaker Drive where we ended video number 5, and we're going to turn on Andy Baird Drive, and then we're going to come out on Loop Road. We're in a community called Fordtown. Although we're in the city limits of La Follette, this is called Fordtown. We're going to turn right on Loop Road. I recorded these videos the 14th of August, 2018. The way I did them, I mentioned this in the other videos, I'm going to mention it again. What I did is I set up a system to where I could power my YouTube or my GoPro video camera from the cigarette lighter in my automobile. That way I did not have to worry about the battery running out. And I have a 64 gig SD card. And my wife and I came from North Carolina one time, and it recorded for over 4 hours with a 64 gig SD card. So that's the way I did it. So as you watch these videos from 1 through 7, it's a continuous video other than just a few seconds where I stopped it, where I had to stop and check my contraption to make sure that it was still working, since this is the first time I used this system to do the videos. So I've been working on these a few days, doing the audio. The first, when I started out, I had my digital recorder with me, the recorder I'm using to do the audio portion, and I tried to do the audio from the car as I traveled, but that wasn't going to work. I was too busy watching traffic, and I just couldn't do it that way. So I decided to come in and put the video on in my video editor. This is South Tennessee Avenue, by the way. We left Loop Road and it came into South Tennessee Avenue, and I decided to just come into my computer room and put the video up in my editor and then do the audio. We're going to turn right on Linden Lane. This is one of the oldest subdivisions in Campbell County. This subdivision was built during the Second World War. Our family, it's Linden Avenue, our family was one of, I think, about the third family to move in here. And these houses were built for people who were working in Oak Ridge during the Second World War. My dad, we moved from a mining camp called Anthrace to Linden Park. My dad went to work at Oak Ridge, and my dad was a World War I veteran. He was too old for the Second World War, but young enough to go to work at Oak Ridge. This is Linden Circle, and we lived at the bottom of this circle. When we moved in here, this road was being constructed. It was just a dirt, muddy road when we came in here. And I had a lot of fun just watching the road graders and scrapers build the roads. Most of the houses were already completed. And you can't really see the house. It sits right there to the right. There's that driveway, that's where we lived. I have the GoPro set on wide angle, but it's not wide enough to really spread out in a place where we're at. But when I'm out in the countryside, it gives you a pretty good view of the country. So anyway, that's what I was doing. It works pretty good. And like I say, one time my wife and I came from North Carolina, and this is Linden, we're back on Linden Avenue, coming off of Linden Circle. We let our GoPro run. I had it setting on the dash of the car, and it ran with a 64 gig SD card. It recorded for over 4 hours in high definition 1080p, 1920 1080p, which I was kind of impressed that it would do that. And then I rigged up a system to where I could power the GoPro on the outside on a suction cup on the window. And now we're back out on South Tennessee Avenue. And I did that because when I would go out and I would put it in my weatherproof case, 40 minutes was the max on the battery, and then it was gone. But this way, the battery is not a factor. I could have spent 4 hours driving on back roads in La Follette, and it would have recorded every inch of the road. So that's the way I'm going to be doing these videos from now on. I told my wife, I said, when we go on one of these road trips again, because sometimes, we'll be 3 or 4 hours going in one direction. Not that it would be that interesting, but I told her, I said, we'll just put that thing out there on a suction cup and let her run. And if it does some pretty good video, when we get back, I'll just post it. That building to the right is a city building. That's where the police department and the fire department is located. That building to the left used to be the old hospital. The building to the right used to be the post office, one of the better built buildings in the county. Building to the left is Community Trust Bank. The building to the right is an apartment building. The building across the street to the right is an old building. And now I'm not sure on this, you're going to have to Google it, but we had a company called Scaff's Indian River Medicine, and I think it was located in that building. But if you want to do some more research, especially if you're new to the area, there's a story behind that. It's called Scaff's Indian River Medicine, so you can Google it. Highway 25, Central Avenue, La Follette. We turn left. We're on our way to Jacksboro. Now I have other videos. I noticed must be going into the sun because the video kind of darkened up there. Looked like it was adjusting for the light. We're on our way to Jacksboro, and you've seen this road several times in other videos that I did. I started not to do it again. I thought, it's all part of the same video I did on the 14th of August 2018, so I just left it in there. And then as I started watching the video, this highway is usually loaded with traffic. And when I looked at the screen, I thought, I don't see any traffic. And there wasn't an accident anywhere. I must have gotten into a lull. Anyone that drives this Central Avenue, especially this time during the day, I don't know exactly what time of the day it was, but I'm going to say around noon or 1 o'clock on the 14th of August 2018. Well, there looks like it's starting to bunch up now. But this is a lot of traffic on this road. Not much to say about what you're seeing because it's kind of self-explanatory. But if you want to know an oddity about this video, when I get down here, I'll tell you. Now, I'm not so sure about the area that we're in right now, but I'll tell you, show you how old I'm getting. Just a minute. If you turn right in this area, where in the world is it at anyway? Yeah. Right there. No, well, I don't know where it's at. The screen is right there. That's where it's at. That's the old Highway 25W. I can remember when they were building this highway. So that's how old I am. I can remember when there wasn't a highway right here. And I watched them build the thing. And the bridge that we're going to go across down here, they completely remodeled it not too long ago. And I have a video of that. There is, I have a friend. I would mention his name, but he might not want me to mention his name on YouTube. But his thing is to do before and after pictures. And he has a wealth of photographs of buildings. If he hears that they're going to tear a building down or remodel something, he goes and finds the old photographs and takes new photographs. And he has a wealth of history of this area. This video is going to end shortly, and then the next video will be 7 of 7. It'll be a little shorter than the others because it's the final end of the video. This video will end down here after we go across the bridge which goes over the CSX railroad. To the left, I mentioned that coming the other way on one of the other videos. To the left, going this way, is a comprehensive high school. And I got caught into school traffic, and I pulled up behind this bus, and there were some students in the rear of the bus. And I'm driving a smart car, which is, you know, everybody notices, with my camera on the window, and they were looking at me, and one of them waved at me, and I was thinking, I hope you get to see this video. So if you happen to see this bus, and you know who that is, you tell them that that the video is out there, and then they can go out there and watch it. So we go on across the bridge, and what we're going to do is turn left on Loop Road. There's 2 loop roads. I'm thinking I better wait until video 7 starts, because I'm doubting myself. And I have all of these streets boilerplated in on this video. So see you on 7. Bye-bye.